fresh eggs from our backyard coop, and a few tomatoes. This is the $2 dish that my wife taught me. Okay, so we got 6 eggs, which is perfect for the dish we're going to make tonight. Hey everybody, welcome back to Real Plates. I'm excited today. We're going to make an awesome Chinese dish for you, the classic Chinese egg and tomato stir fry, or西红柿炒蛋. This dish is a dish that in every Chinese household knows how to make it. My wife loves to make it, and it's often a side dish with our dinners. So this dish brings me back. I used to, my first time that I went to China was many years ago when I was in college, a semester abroad, and the cafeteria every day served this dish. And it was a staple that I always went for. I don't know why. It's a simple dish, but it tastes unbelievable, and it brings back so many memories, and it's just an iconic Chinese dish. Very simple ingredients: tomato, eggs, scallions. And there's a few little side ingredients that we'll go over during the recipe as well, but it's pretty simple to make. It's a great introductory dish to Chinese cooking, and I hope you make it and try it because it's not only simple, but really delicious. So the first thing that I want to do is get everything prepped up, because Chinese food, there's a lot of heat involved with the cooking, and everything kind of happens real quick. We're going to go ahead and crack these eggs into a bowl and whisk them together. And actually, I find that our yolks are definitely more orange than you would find in the grocery store. But this time of year, they're not as orange as you'll see when we get into the summer and spring months and the chickens are out there having a good time, eating bugs and whatever else they can get their hands on out there. But the feed that we give them is organic, good quality feed. So that also helps make sure that the egg flavor and consistency is very good. We keep the shells too, just because the chickens will actually eat these, and it's extra calcium for the chicken. So put those aside. So this is a Chinese dish. I'm gonna make my wife proud and scramble these Chinese style with some chopsticks. So just get in there, get the yolks broken up. Go ahead and leave a comment if you think my chopstick skill is amateur or good. If you're a native or a good chopstick user. So I found that my chopstick skill improved much quicker than me learning Chinese back in the day, because I like to eat. Add about a half a teaspoon of salt. I don't like to overdo the salt because you can never take it out. You can always add a little bit later on if you feel like it needs a little bit more salt. So the two main ingredients of this dish are the tomatoes and the eggs. Now the tomatoes, I'm just gonna cut this in half and then kind of just core this part here. I should work smarter and not harder. Why don't I cut this actually on this side of this, and I only got to do it once. Smart, Steve. Learn as you go. Learn as you go. Cooking's all about learning as you go and having fun doing it. And also, I think cooking's about making some mistakes along the way, because you don't learn if you don't make mistakes and improve while you're cooking. And that's part of the whole fun about cooking too. So let's get these cut up. We'll just cut them right down, and I'm gonna kind of cut these at an angle. So the ratio here, I've got 4 tomatoes and 6 eggs. And you could stick to that. These are kind of medium tomatoes. Okay, so those are all cut up. I'm gonna go ahead and add these to my bowl here, and then get them put aside. Okay, so now it's time to cut the scallions. So you'll see the scallions have the white side and the green side. We're gonna use everything, and funny story, probably one of the biggest arguments I ever got in with my wife was 16 years ago when we were newlyweds, and I was trying to cook a dish with some scallions, and I cut here and tossed it in the trash, and she saw me do it, and you would have thought that I threw away gold. She was so angry with me and told me that this is one of the best parts and you cannot throw this away. So I never forget that. Every time I'm cutting up a scallion, I always remember and remind my wife of the time that we really got into a pretty bad fight about throwing that away. So I'm just going to cut it very carefully, just these little end roots. And actually, if you want, you can even plant these roots in some water and get some extra scallion bonus out of them. I'm not going to do that today. So we're going to toss those, and then I'm going to cut down and actually cut these in half, in half, in half. And then right when it's starting to turn green over here, I'm going to do those in half, and half, and half. All right, nice. And then even these, I'm gonna, the semi-green ones, the whitish ones, and put them over on this side. I'm gonna take the green and I'll put the green on the other side, and you'll see why we do that a little bit later. All right, so everything's almost prepared here. What I want to do next is make a little cornstarch slurry. This does not have to be exact because you may or may not use all of it. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in a small bowl, add a little bit of water, and just give that a good mix. All right, so it's time to put this all together. I've got the stainless steel pan on my cooktop, and I have a wok too, but I'm not going to use a wok today because I just want to show you, you don't need a wok to do this Chinese dish. It's actually very simple, and I like this pan, so it's straightforward. Everybody has this type of pan in their house, and everybody has eggs and tomatoes. So, all right, so I got the pan on low. All right, so I got the stainless steel pan on low, and I want to put a little bit of oil in here now. Now, when I take my eggs, give them another beat, and again, you can see, look at how beautiful those yolks are. Freshly laid today for us for this dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in. Just like that. So I want the eggs to be slightly runny here. I'm gonna turn that off. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in the same dish that we had before. Even though everything's runny, that's perfectly fine. They're gonna continue to cook a little bit. Inside here. I'm gonna put those aside. All right, so now the same deal. I'm gonna go ahead and reapply some oil to the pan. And now, after the oil is in the pan, I'm going to add the white scallions that we cut up. I'm going to give those a little mix around. I want them to kind of do exactly what they're doing here. Dance around the pan a little bit and infuse all of the oil in there with their flavor. Not too long, maybe about 30 seconds. All right, after about 30 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my tomatoes. Oh yeah, listen to that. And we're gonna go and give those a nice stir. And now, an important part is we're gonna add another half a teaspoon of salt. The salt's gonna actually draw out some of that moisture and water from the tomatoes and get everything pulled away, all that moisture pulled away from the tomatoes. So we'll let those cook for a minute and we will be right back. All right, so everything is still cooking nicely, and I'm gonna add about a couple tablespoons of water. This is just gonna help the tomatoes to cook down. And your pan should be on about medium. All right, so the tomatoes are cooking down, and the next thing in this dish is I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of sugar. You can add your favorite sugar. We're using this pure sugarcane type of sugar. We think it's a little bit healthier, so we like to use this. And I'm gonna use a good healthy tablespoon in this dish. So go ahead and sprinkle it around the tomatoes. And this serves a couple purposes. Actually, this dish has a classic sweet and savory flavor to it. And also that sugar helps cut the acid from the tomatoes. I want the tomatoes to really sweat down, but not be mush either. So we're getting close to that point. All right, that is looking really nice. I'd say it's almost perfect now. You see that? The texture there, all the water's getting released from the tomatoes. And actually that liquid's kind of thick. I'm not gonna need too much cornstarch. And that's why you gotta have everything ready and prepared, because as you're moving, especially with Chinese food, stuff happens really quick. I'm gonna give that a quick taste. Yeah, that sugar adds a really good layer of flavor to this dish. So now this is totally optional. Not everybody does it, but I like to add 1 teaspoon of soy sauce to the dish. Not too much. Be careful. Even, I would say, I just did like a half a teaspoon. That's probably a better option. This is also going to add a layer of salt too. All right, so look at that consistency there. That's exactly where we want to be. And at this point, we're going to take our eggs that we cooked up and we're going to add these back into the dish. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop those eggs right back in there. Just like that. And then just kind of break them apart and mix everything together very nicely. Smells really good. Brings back memories of some of my first Chinese meals. And again, this is so easy to make. Totally doable if you are not experienced with any kind of Chinese recipes. And it's delicious. Looks awesome. Smells good. All right, so now we're going to take the green part of our scallions. Before I do that, actually, I don't think I need much of this cornstarch at all. If you could see, the dish is actually, I'm going to add a teaspoon of it, but just that cornstarch slurry will kind of give that, classic thicker sauce. And it's nice when you're eating with rice. You can put some of that sauce down on the dish, but really almost not necessary in the way that everything came out with these tomatoes. So now I'm going to add these green part of the scallions. Just add that to the dish. Mix those together nicely. And that's it. I'm going to turn the heat off and plate it up. All right. All right, so there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and give this a nice taste. So this is probably best served on some white rice. So I'm going to scoop up some of that juice and just put it right on top of my rice there. Some of those scallions and juices and egg. I'm going to scoop up some of the get some rice, tomato, and egg all in one bite. The savory and sweet of this dish is unreal. If you've had this, you can make it easily on your own. If you do make it yourself, let me know how I did. And if you've never tried it, you got to do it. It's awesome. This is our real plate in real life. So join us next time. Real Plates. Really appreciate the support. Please subscribe, and we will see you next time on the next video. And I hope you learned something good today, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye. It was really good.